The same person that robbed me for like $500 for a session ended up being in the studio while I was there with the president of...
Y'all, you won't believe the tea that's about to spill. Blu Cantrell just came out with some insane allegations against Jay-Z and Diddy that'll leave you absolutely shocked. From freaky secrets to industry drama, this story has it all, and it's about to get messy. Okay, besties, grab your snacks because we're diving into some wild drama today. Singer Blu Cantrell has finally decided to speak up about the disturbing things that happened behind the scenes in the music industry. And let me tell you, it's some jaw-dropping stuff. Blu is now spilling the tea on how Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly exploited her when she was just starting out. And if that wasn't enough, she even came with receipts, pointing fingers at Beyonce for playing a part in ruining her career. Yeah, it's that crazy. Now, we've been hearing wild stories about Jay-Z and Diddy for a while now, right? But Blu is bringing some new heat, and it's about to explode. Before we dive into the latest drama, let's take it back to when all this craziness began. Back in the late 90s, Blu Cantrell and Jay-Z were pretty close. People wondered if there was something more going on than just music because, honey, they were getting real cozy. Blu was a rising star back then, slaying as a backing vocalist for big names like Diddy. She had the talent, the looks, and everyone believed she was going to blow up. And she did. When she dropped her debut album, So Blue, in 2001, it was a hit. The album climbed to number 8 on the Billboard 200, scored 2 Grammy nominations, and even went gold in just 2 weeks. Things were looking good for Blu, but that's when it all started to go downhill. See, around that time, Jay-Z was also making moves on Beyonce, and the streets were talking. People said he was keeping Blu around as a backup in case things didn't work out with Bey. Oh, the drama. When Blu dropped her second album in 2003, things got real tense because Beyonce also released her solo debut album, Dangerously in Love. And we all know what happens when two queens drop fire music at the same time. It's rivalry season. Rumors flew that Blu and Bey were not just competing on the charts, but also for Jay-Z's attention. Blu kept insisting they were just friends, but let's be real, nobody was buying it. Things escalated when she sat down with Wendy Williams, and girl, Wendy didn't hold back. She straight up asked Blu if she had any romantic dealings with Jay-Z, and Blu, she laughed it off and dodged the question, basically fueling the rumor fire even more. Like, sis, that was your chance to shut it down. But wait, because here's where things get even shadier. When Wendy suggested that Jay-Z chose Beyonce because she was younger and easier to manipulate, Blu didn't even disagree. She said Beyonce was more naive, implying that Jay-Z was looking for someone who would be easier to control. Excuse me? She might have been trying to throw some shade, but it turns out Blu may have been talking about her own experience. She now claims that she was so naive that she didn't even realize what Jay-Z and Diddy were doing until it was way too late. Fast forward to a few years later, and Blu's career took a nosedive. She accused Beyonce of using her status to get her blacklisted from the industry. She also threw shade at Beyonce for allegedly stealing her style in music videos, claiming that the visuals for Jay-Z and Bey's Bonnie and Clyde were copied from her own music video for Roundup. And when Beyonce released Baby Boy featuring Sean Paul, Blu accused her of copying the concept, since Blu had dropped her own song with Sean Paul, Breathe, earlier. The rivalry just kept getting messier. Blu even hinted that Beyonce was shading her in the song Signs, where Bey sings, "I wish he was a Virgo, the same sign as me, cause I've been hurt by a Pisces." Y'all, Blu is a Pisces. So fans started speculating that Beyonce was spilling some tea of her own, suggesting Jay-Z had cheated on her with Blu. The drama was off the charts, but it gets darker. Blu now claims that back in the early 2000s, Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly forced her into some very questionable situations. According to her, they manipulated her into doing things she didn't want to do, and when she tried to speak out, they had her blacklisted from the industry. Blu says that Jay-Z allegedly even got L.A. Reid to drop her from the label as part of his revenge plan. And you guys, this is not the first time we've heard stories like this in the industry. Remember when Blu had a mental breakdown in 2014? She was found on the streets of Santa Monica screaming that someone was trying to poison her with gas. People tried to dismiss it as just another crazy celebrity moment, but her fans weren't buying it. They pointed out how eerily similar her breakdown was to actor Martin Lawrence's breakdown in the 90s. Like, are these really just coincidences? Or is there something deeper going on here? And if you think this story can't get any wilder, let me tell you, it does. Blu recently dropped another bombshell, saying that Beyonce allegedly tried to unalive her in 2014. Yeah, you heard that right. She claims that Beyonce had enough of Blu talking about her and Jay-Z's rumored affair and decided to take drastic measures to keep her quiet. Y'all, if this is true, then we're dealing with some next level drama here. Blu isn't holding back anymore. She said that Jay-Z and Diddy were the ones who initially forced her into those situations, and when Beyonce found out, she took out her anger on Blu instead of Jay-Z. Now, let's be real for a second. This wouldn't be the first time we've heard about the industry silencing women and using shady tactics to protect powerful men. Oh, and Blu also called out Rihanna's former publicist, who allegedly revealed that federal agents were once investigating Jay-Z for his involvement with underage girls, including Rihanna. Yikes. The publicist claimed that Jay-Z was using his label as a front to exploit women. Could this be why so many women have such a hard time in this industry? And get this, Blu says that Beyonce is not the naive one here. She claims that Bey is actually Jay-Z's handler, pulling the strings and keeping him in check. Yeah, it's not Jay-Z controlling Beyonce. It's the other way around. Blu is spilling all the tea, honey, and says that Beyonce knows how to make sure Jay-Z's alleged mistresses know their place. Blu also mentioned how other artists, like Mia, have been ruined for refusing to play the industry's game. Mia was on track to be a huge R&B star, but suddenly faded away from the spotlight. According to Blu, it has Jay-Z's fingerprints all over it. Fans have been speculating that Jay-Z propositioned Mia, and when she refused, her career was over just like that. It's clear that Blu is done staying silent, and she's ready to expose what really went down. So what do you think about all this? Is Blu finally revealing the ugly truth behind the glitz and glamour, or is this just another celebrity drama blowing up? Let's spill some more tea in the comments below, and then check out this next video to keep the conversation going.